Preacher here. This is a day in the life of a biker. And this is one of those times where it's bittersweet to be a biker. You see, we're pulling together today. I'm here with the Mestizos Motorcycle Club because today we ride to remember Brian Otto. He was one of their members. And this man, he was a really well known member in the community. He was a good mechanic. He was an all-around good guy. And, you know, none of us are promised tomorrow. None of us are promised our next breath. Give me victory in Jesus. So when it's our time, there's no stopping it. So today, we ride to remember Brian. We're getting together to celebrate his life. And you know, that's important to use that word celebrate because it's something worth celebrating. And as we head over there, we're gonna remember this brother the way he should be remembered. The way that as a biker in our scene, it should be done. You know, there are so many people today, and it's sad the last few years when I see people wearing patches coming into the club scene, and if there is a fallen brother, they say, well, I didn't really know him, so I don't think I should go. But you know, that's not the way it works. That's not the way it should be. You know, the fact is, that's one of us, and we need to show his family, his loved ones, that he means something to us, that he means something to our community, because we never know when we're going to be that next one. We never know when it's going to be our time. As I said, we're not promised our next breath. We're not promised tomorrow. That's why I always preach the importance of putting your trust in God. Because even though I'm not promised my next breath, if my time comes, I know that while my loved ones are going to be mourning here on earth, I will be celebrating in eternity. And that's what we need to be remembering. Anyway, let's go ahead. See how this goes. Alright, well, as we're leaving Brian's service, you know, it was a beautiful service, a beautiful chance to pull together and to remember. And, you know, his pastor from when he was a kid was there. And he got to share some stories, and we got to hear stories from the family. I talked with his uncle a little bit about pig hunting. I love talking with people about stuff like that. And it was a cool time. Anyway, on our way out, I'm going to do what preacher does and talk about a God who encourages. Romans 5:15. May the God who gives endurance and encouragement give you a spirit of unity among yourselves as you follow Christ Jesus. If you reach a point in life where you feel discouraged and unable to cope, it is good to spend quality time in the presence of God. There you will receive the encouragement that only He can give. Be still and surrender yourself anew to Him, and remember that He is God. In the silence of His divine presence, you can recall his glorious promises of encouragement. Remember that in both storm and silence, God is with you. He does not want you to remain in the dark valley of despondency. He will give you strength to complete the task He has set before you. God is with you in everything, and you just got to be willing to trust Him. To trust in the Lord with all your heart. To follow Him and to know that He loves you. Anyway, give me a victory in Jesus in the comments. Keep your shiny side up.